Rangers while winning 9 of their last 11 overall. Tonight, back home and a marquee pitching matchup. Reigning Rookie of the Year Jeremy Hellickson faces King Felix and the Mariners. Rays baseball starts now on Sun Sports. Tonight, the Rays return home after a successful Texas swing weekend in Arlington, taking 2 out of 3 from the Rangers. And tonight, the Rays begin their stay at Tropicana Field with Game 1 of a 4-game series against the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson and Todd Callis. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard as the Rays and the Mariners square off here at the Trop tonight. Well, BA, anytime the Rays are playing, you know you're going to see at least one half of a good pitching matchup given the quality of their starting rotation. Tonight, something really special with Jeremy Hellickson opposed by Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. A lot of fun to watch. And let's start with Jeremy Hellickson going here at Tropicana Field. 3 career starts against the Mariners. All of those starts came last year. The numbers outstanding. 3 starts. 3-0 record, the ERA under 1, and when Jeremy Hellickson was asked about his dominance of the Seattle Mariners, he responded very candidly and said, I've been on my game in those starts, I guess. Well put, Jeremy. And he had better be on his game because this is the big horse that he's going to be going up against, Felix Hernandez. Good overall numbers against the Rays, especially when you look at the ERA and the opponent's average. He's deceptive, he's got very good stuff, and he knows how to use it. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
And a closer look at our starting pitching matchup presented by your Southern Ford dealers. Felix Hernandez comes in with a record of 2-1. King Felix makes his 6th start of the year. And Jeremy Hellickson out for the 5th time. The reigning Rookie of the Year in the American League off to a 3-0 start. Rays and the Mariners moments away. And when we come back, Todd Callis takes a close look at the sweet swinging Matt Joyce.
Four-game set between the Mariners and the Rays. Last year, he was voted to the All-Star game by his peers. Today, the first chance for Rays fans to vote for the All-Star that they would like to see in this year's All-Star game. Now, Matt Joyce has been hitting the ball really well all season long, but especially the last week or two, as Joyce has been using the whole field. You go back to the last homestand, and he was able to put the ball over the wall, hit a double off the right field wall. The Rays like Matt Joyce where he is right now at the plate. He hasn't played that much against lefties, but he's getting that swing down against right-hand pitching mostly. There you see him hitting the ball out there to right field at Tropicana Field. Follow up with this double against the Angels. And Joyce is going to see a lot of righties, 4 righties in this Seattle Mariners rotation. There in Texas, he was able to take one deep. So Joyce, 387 since April 17. That includes 4 home runs, 3 doubles, and a slugging percentage above 900. Matt knows there's going to be peaks and valleys all season long, but he's just hoping every day to keep as solid as possible.
I think the biggest thing is trying to be consistent. Try to keep the consistency of having good at-bats every time that you get a chance to play, and that's really the main key. And having a good approach and knowing what the pitcher's trying to do to you, and then really trying to stick with your plan.
So he'll get a chance for some extended at-bats against the Seattle Mariners. And that guy tonight, Felix Hernandez, 2 minutes, 25 seconds away from the first pitch. Brandon Allen gets his first start at Tropicana Field as we're ready for baseball. It's the Rays and the M's right around the corner on Sun Sports. Enjoy everyone.
Rays baseball tonight is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today for great deals on the amazing lineup of Toyota vehicles. Toyota, moving forward. And by AT, the nation's largest 4G network. AT, rethink possible. The Rays taking on the Seattle Mariners. 7-game homestand for the Rays. Oakland will follow Seattle in. Seattle led there by Ichiro, as you saw on the Seattle bench. Seattle in for 4 and then Oakland for 3. Sean Figgins is going to lead it off for the Mariners, followed by Dustin Ackley. Ichiro Suzuki hits third. Justin Smoke at first. Jesus Montero is the DH. Kyle Seager is at third base with Miguel Olivo, their everyday catcher, hitting 7th. Michael Saunders is in center field, and Brendan Ryan will bat 9th. He is the shortstop.
Taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays, right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. It'll be his 5th start of the season. You'll see the numbers there. The perfect 3-0 record has been very good here in his 2 starts at Tropicana Field, giving up just 1 earned run in 14 2/3 innings, and that was a solo home run by Vernon Wells in his last outing against the Angels, where he picked up a win, going 6 innings, giving up just that 1 run.
So Joe Madden, something to smile about coming out of Texas, winning 2 out of 3 there. The Rays start the night at 14-8, tied with Baltimore atop the American League East. We're all set to play ball. Sean Figgins trying to settle in there at the plate before Jeremy Hellickson starts this one. Here is the first pitch of this game, brought to you by Pinch a Penny, and it's a fastball around there for a strike, just around the knees. Seattle on a 10-day, 3-city, 10-game road trip. Popper left side. Longoria starts after it, has room, and makes the catch just up against the stands.
Let's take a quick look at the Rays defense as it lines up in the outfield, left to right. Brandon Allen, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Sean Rodriguez, Ben Zobrist, and Carlos Pena. Jose Molina behind the plate. Tonight's Ray defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarkets, home of the new Sweet Spot Burgers.
This is Dustin Ackley. Pitch is down to him. A ball and no strikes. Foul the other way, out of play. The Mariners come in here on their road trip. They went 3-0 against the Tigers in Detroit, and they have just dropped 2 out of 3 to the Blue Jays in Toronto. There's Eric Wedge in his second year as the skipper. Swing and a miss. Ackley out in front.
Take a look at this. Jeremy Hellickson with a little bit of a two-seamer. You don't usually see that much movement on a Jeremy Hellickson fastball.
Pitch is down.
In fact, most of the time you see Hellickson's fastball around that 90-92 range. That sinker was at 88.
You know what that was like? That was like a Felix Hernandez changeup right there. We'll see his changeup swing and a miss. Ackley, speaking of a changeup, Ackley is out on strikes missed, a 79-mile-per-hour changeup.
Well, this is how important arm action is, because this is not located well. I mean, that's belt high right down the middle, but Jeremy Hellickson is so good with his arm action that he can get away with those pitches. See how far out in front Ackley was.
So 2 up and 2 down. Ichiro. Pitch is too low. Ichiro starts the night at 281. Ichiro, 38 years old. Tap foul.
I'll tell you what, people that talk about Ichiro's power and say, listen, if he wanted to, he could hit you 30, 35 home runs. Let me tell you something. When I was with the Indians playing in Cleveland, getting ready to head down up the tunnel after batting practice, and there was somebody for Seattle that was launching balls into right center field so deep at Progressive Field, you wouldn't have believed it. And I said, I got to see who this guy is.
One hopper deep short, long throw by Rodriguez. That's not going to be in time. Pena had to come off the bag a little bit to the plate side of first. That's a base hit for Ichiro. And it was this guy, right?
And it was. And you went up there, and he was just launching balls. See Sean Rodriguez here coming with a little sinker of his own. Carlos Pena not able to stay on the bag. But this is what makes him so dangerous. He keeps the bat in the zone a long time, can hit the ball the other way, and still runs very well.
Well, he may not drive the ball now at 38 the way he did before, but he's still a great contact guy. And he can change his approach in a nanosecond.
We've seen him jump James Shields. Last year, I think it was. First pitch, and he just launches one right out into right center. I mean, he can pick his spots.
It was Justin Smoke, switch hitting first baseman. Pitch is outside. Smoke, a natural right-handed hitter, but his struggles, especially this year, his struggles have really come from the right side of the plate. Mariners trying to get him going. Pitch inside. It's 2-0. Look at that. Just 091 right-handed, 226 left-handed. Not what they'd like, but better than he's done overall.
And he's in quite the slide right now since the middle of the month. 2 for his last 27. Doesn't get any easier tonight.
2-0 pitch. That's a strike. 2-1. Takes the count to 2-2.
Just so hard to game plan for a pitcher who's willing to throw 2-0, 2-1 changeups.
Well, at the very least, cut your thinking in half. When you're ahead, you're thinking hard stuff.
Yeah.
Now you got to think about, well, maybe something else. Attention is divided. Fastball inside.
And that was a pretty good fastball right there. I don't know if they saying this pitch is up or in off the plate, but follow it in. Maybe a little bit up, and right there at the belt, definitely caught White.
(3-2) and it's lined into right for a base hit. Joyce over toward the line, cutting it off. Ichiro's going to go to third. And on a 3-2 pitch, Smoke pulls it into right for a base hit.
Jeremy came back with another changeup, and Smoke gets out and around this pitch. Just yanks it to the right side. Better job of keeping his hands back and that swing. Obviously going on contact, picking it up. Chance to score.
So the Mariners with 2 outs have a scoring opportunity. Jesus Montero is the DH. Ground ball third. Longoria takes it to second for the force to retire the side. 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Hits and left those hitters aboard. Rays lineup finds Ben Zobrist leading off, and then Carlos Pena hitting in front of Evan Longoria. Luke Scott the DH, Matt Joyce in right. Brandon Allen starts in left. B.J. Upton in center hits 7th. Sean Rodriguez the shortstop, and Jose Molina the catcher bats ninth.
Now taking the mound tonight for the Seattle Mariners, right-hander Felix Hernandez. You see the numbers spread out over 5 starts, averaging over 7 innings a start. Nothing new to Felix Hernandez. He's averaged over 7 innings a start since 2009. He's on quite a nice little run here. His last 3 starts throwing the ball extremely well.
Ben Zobrist to lead off against him, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Ben hitting .213. He's walked 16 times, and that ranks him in the top 5. He's 3rd in walks. On the tap right side. Smoke's going to make the pickup. 1 away.
Now let's take a quick look at our scouting report, brought to you by Coventry Healthcare, on Felix Hernandez, workhorse. I mean, this is a guy that's going to put up 230-plus innings a year. He's done that since 2009. We just mentioned the fact that he's averaged over 7 innings a start since 2009, and a great mix. He's got the good fastball, good slider, curveball, changeup. But the one thing that he does well with his off-speed pitches is he mixes them well. Throws none of them over 20% of the time, throws none of them less than 10% of the time. Can't really sit on any of the off-speed stuff.
Carlos Pena, and he puts down the bunt, third base side, rolling, and it's going to go foul. Hit the turf just in front of the bag, and that kicked it into foul territory. So Carlos, who often does that, tries to bunt his way on.
Now, this is one of those bunts here where you got to put a call into the ground screw. What you guys doing? It's that little lip. You have that AstroTurf right to the dirt.
Yeah, you can't mow the turf to keep it that way, so you've got to manicure the line and the dirt. To strike the count to Carlos.
If you're Felix Hernandez, too, or any pitcher, if Carlos Pena wants to do that, you don't mind that as a pitcher. You're more worried about Carlos Pena driving the ball, gap-to-gap home runs.
Pitch down it is, skipping to the backstop. Count is 1-1.
Let's take a quick look at the Mariners defense in the outfield, left to right. Sean Figgins, Michael Saunders, and Ichiro Suzuki. Across the infield, third to first, Kyle Seager, Brendan Ryan, Dustin Ackley, and Justin Smoke. Dylan Levo behind the plate. Today's Mariner defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the new Sweet Spot Burgers.
And the pitch is a strike. It's 1-2. This defensive alignment, not exactly a shift. They have Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, still on the shortstop side of the bag. He starts right on the edge of the turf and then backs up. So he's really beyond an edge walker, as it turns out, at shortstop in this defensive alignment. And there's the bunt with 2 strikes. Seager picks it up, and the throw is not going to be in time. So Pena, even with 2 strikes, puts down the bunt and has himself a base hit.
I've seen Carlos try that earlier this season, bunt with 2 strikes, ended up with a strikeout, but he goes right back to it here against the tough right-hander. Anything to get base runners. Ball right on the outer half. Carlos gets a nice look at it. Racing down the line.
Rays with a man aboard for Evan Longoria. Well, the way Longoria's been swinging the bat, get on base in front of him any way you can. Evan hitting .325 for the year. And the pitch is a strike. And Evan at home has been even better. .379. Strike, and the count is 0-2.
And Dwayne, as you referenced with Evan, with runners on, he's been better than that at 421. And if somehow Carlos Pena can get into scoring position, he's hitting 550, 11 out of 20 runners in scoring position.
Fouls this one off his foot. The dogs are barking early. 2 strikes to count on Longoria.
Right off the instep. Precisely the reason that Evan has on the guard down to the shin to the ankle.
Evan 5 out of 14 lifetime against Felix Hernandez as he tries to get a sense of normalcy to return to that foot.
Well, you saw that pad go down there, and that little part that hangs down is over the ankle bone, protecting the ankle bone, but the foot's exposed, and that's what got hit.
Ball 2 strikes. That changeup from Felix Hernandez, that one hit at 88. I mean, there are a lot of guys who throw 88, 89 with a fastball. That's his changeup.
And his fastball velocity has been down, so they're really getting tight.
Swing and a miss. Big cut right there. That one at 92. So how about that? The difference between the fastball and the changeup, 4 ticks right there.
Yeah, and usually that's not enough to get away with. You see right here, Felix humming up. That ball looked like it cut a little bit at 92. But still, that difference between 92 and 88, the only thing, the saving grace for Felix Hernandez is the changeup actually has a little bit of split action. It's almost got 2-seam kind of action, a real diver. So he's able to get away with it. But yeah, right, you normally like to see a bigger difference than that.
Now Luke Scott cuts and misses. Strike 1. Rays with Pena aboard and 2 gone. Headed to second. Ackley makes the throw to first, and the Rays are out in the first, leaving a man. On to the second, no score. At a field tonight. Rays game this evening presented in high definition, brought to you by H.H. Gregg. Jeremy Hellickson on the hill in the first inning, gave up a couple of base hits, stranded the runners. And he'll face Kyle Seager, the third baseman. Seager, Olivo, and Saunders in the inning. Pitch is popped into shallow left. Brandon Allen is right there for it. Makes the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Rays had to shift on for Seager. And the Rays continue to be the shiftiest team in baseball for both right-handed and left-handed hitters, as it turns out. And here's Miguel Olivo. Olivo trying to get to the 200 mark. He was their leading home run hitter last year, Olivo. He had 19 and led the team in runs batted in with 62. He had 224. And he's a guy who loves the fastball. He'll be very aggressive up there, normally speaking. 1-0 the count. There's a long drive to deep left field. Allen to the wall, and he's going to run out of room. The fastball, and he hits it out. That's his 3rd home run of the year. Was there some cut action to that?
There was, and you know what? That was very similar to the spot and the pitch that Vernon Wells hit out of here in Jeremy Hellickson's last start. We've seen Jeremy the last couple of starts start to go away from that cutter a little bit, get back to his more traditional mix, and that was a cutter that never got to its spot. Just spun up there 87 miles an hour, and Olivo just unloaded on it. It's like throwing him a BP fastball.
Well, he puts Seattle out in front. 5th home run given up by Hellickson this year. Here's Michael Saunders. Which is a strike. Well, the Mariners are 8th in the American League in runs scored. And that's significant progress for this team over the last couple of years. They have just not been able to score many runs at all. 2 strikes to count. They were last in the majors in runs scored last year. They were last in the majors in runs scored in 2010.
And the offense has not been very good, and neither has the ballpark that they play in as far as offense goes. They had a double win.
Swing got a miss. Saunders out on strikes. 2 gone.
Tonight's game is available in Espanol via SAP, brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida.
And here's Brendan Ryan. Takes a fastball inside. Ball, no strikes. See his numbers for the year. He had some back issues at the end of the season last year. 1-1 right there.
Again, Jeremy going with that little 2-seam sinker, getting that ball down and underneath the swing of Ryan, taking a little bit of velocity off.
Foul ball, right of his foot.
That's why those
count is 1 and 2.
And that's why those right-handed hitters don't like that sinker running in on them, because it's a tough pitch to be able to get out into fair territory. If it's thrown correctly, you either swing and miss because it dives under your bat, or you do that right there and pound it right off your ankle.
The 1-2. Going outside. That squares it. Mariners, as you know, had that perfect game thrown against them by Phil Umber of the White Sox. This one is down, and they've picked it up a little bit since then offensively. Hit 270 as a team since then, 239 overall. And strike 3 called on the outside corner of fastball gets him looking. So the home run by Olivo gives Seattle a 1-0 lead. Matt Joyce will open the bottom half of inning 2 for the Rays. Half of inning 2 for the Rays. Brandon Allen next, and then B.J. Upton against Felix Hernandez. First pitch popped up left side. That's Seager back at third making the catch. Let's check in with Todd Callis right now. Todd?
Felix Hernandez pitched here at Tropicana Field in 2006, then not for another 5 years until last year, so Rays fans haven't had a chance to see him much. Here's Derek Shelton's keys against this guy who's changed a bit.
The fact that he commands everything, he pounds his zone with it. I think he's a different guy now than he was 2 or 3 years ago, because 2 or 3 years ago he tried to strike you out. Now, he's on the plate. He uses his off-speed stuff. He throws a changeup on the plate. He goes after early contact. I mean, he's learning how to pitch. He's learning that, the more that he can command the zone, the deeper into games he can go, the more effective he can be. So he's a challenge, but I think we're up to it. So, and we got Helly on the mound, so I feel pretty good about it.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Brandon Allen up there. Allen with a strike to count, and he takes a look at this one down. So it's 1-1.
Well, what Derek Shelton was saying too, you saw that in his last start against the Detroit Tigers. He went out there and went 7 innings.
Inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Only struck out 2 guys. I think he's done that like 9 times in his career, something ridiculous like that. But only had 2 strikeouts in that game, and he pitched those 7 innings on just 92 pitches. So finding different ways to beat you.
Pitch is down. A good look by Allen there. The low fastball. It's 3-1. Foul ball back. Fastball up, and he fouled it. Yeah, he gave up those 3 walks against the Tigers, and interestingly enough, all in the first inning. He said it didn't feel right. He just didn't have command in that first inning.
And how about him realizing at the end, making a little adjustment, and just going out there and dealing?
He just walked Allen at a nice at bat. So Allen heads to first, our Toyota trend since 2009. No one has thrown more innings in the American League. No one's had a lower earned run average. 13 complete games. And second in strikeouts. And, of course, the 2010 American League Cy Young Award winner.
How about with 13 wins?
Yeah.
The other numbers have to be just off the chart to get a Cy Young of 13 wins.
Ground ball. That's going to be fair off the bat of Upton and up the left field line. Allen heads to third. Foley's going to stop him there on a 2-base hit by Upton. Well, BJ had really struggled against Felix Hernandez and was not waiting around. He jumped on the first pitch and doubles up the left field line.
Now, that's exactly right. I mean, BJ goes up there and I'm going to go down swinging, and he got a mistake out over the plate and is just able to hit that ball hard right over third base, get it down into the corner, and Brandon Allen hustling around. Tom Foley will hold him up, raise a little something cooking here in a second.
BJ's second double of the year. Eric Wedge went out to have a little conversation to see whether that ball was actually fair or not, and it's where it crosses the bag. So that's a 2-base hit. Now Sean Rodriguez. Base hit through the hole. That's going to score Allen. Upton goes to third, and this game is tied. Well, Rodriguez not wasting any time, jumping on the first fastball.
You know what? And we've seen that more the last couple of weeks. This Rays offense coming out of the gate being very aggressive against pitchers that they know, pitchers that have a track record, and why not? You know what a guy's going to do, and you know that he's around the plate. Come out ready to swing. And that's exactly what we've seen out of this Rays offense. It's been much more productive. And here they put together a nice at-bat by Allen. BJ attacks early. Rodriguez attacks early. The Rays tie the game up.
Yeah, this is a great sequence here. Started by the good at-bat by Allen. And then to see Upton and Rodriguez be aggressive and jump on the first pitch. Rays did that over in Texas. Molina taking a pitch for a strike.
And they just saw Hernandez walk Allen, and they know that this guy right here does not like to walk hitters. So, hey, listen, just walk the guy. You know he's going to come right after us and be in the zone. So let's attack.
Over to first. Rodriguez back in there. Fifth run batted in for Sean. And a bunt by Molina, and he bunts foul. Rays first and third there. Take a look.
And you see again, not really setting the angle there, Molina, and then jabbing at the ball. We've seen that. About every bunt that has gone wrong or has not been executed, that's what you see. The hitter jabbing the bat at the baseball.
Rodriguez takes off, pitches a ball. The throw's not going to be in time as Ryan cut in front of the bag with an eye toward Upton at third. Rodriguez steals second.
This Rays offense is not going to sit back and allow Felix Hernandez to dictate the tempo. They get aggressive, take off the first and third safety squeeze, and now you're going to steal a bag.
You know, that's the thing about this lineup. It's a varied enough and an accomplished enough lineup to do things like that with it. Down to third on the bouncer. Seager's going to take it to first, and Molina is out number 2, so still runners at second and third. The Rays up and down, top to bottom in this lineup. It's varied enough so that Madden can do those kinds of things. You don't have to sit back and take it from a guy like Felix Hernandez. You can push the issue a little bit with this kind of lineup. Fresh out of Joe Madden's lab. Here's Ben Zobrist. And Ben takes the pitch for a strike. Breaking ball right there.
Have you ever been to that lab here at Tropicana Field?
It's scary in there.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Tap foul. The scariest part is that they make you put a white coat on with white booties and safety glasses.
Very similar to what Joe wears.
Around the house or in his room on the road. Upton at third and Rodriguez at second. Rays have tied this game. It's down. Blocked by Oliva. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seattle got a run on the Olivo home run in the top of the inning. The Rays, taking advantage of a 1-out walk, have tied it. And Zobrist wins right now 3 out of 20 with 5 walks against Hernandez in his career. Two balls, 2 strikes. That pitch didn't miss by much. Close take right there by Zobrist, and we have a full count. Speed on the bases, 2 gone. And fouls it. I'll tell you, it's 3-2. He gives you his changeup, and that was in the upper 80s.
Yeah, and you know what? And Ben Zobrist out in front, but just enough. Kept his hands back just enough to be able to foul that pitch off. That's where if you get that kind of arm action and that pitch is in the 84 range, boy, oh boy, what a weapon that would be. It's good at 88. It'd be great at 84.
A swing and a miss. He got him. Came right back with it. That's such a great pitch. Rays settled for 1. We're tied 1-1 through 2.
Rays, log on to TampaBay.com. From the diamond to the clubhouse, we bring you the in-depth news, stories, and scores 24 hours a day only at TampaBay.com. Powered by the Tampa Bay Times.
We go to the third from Tropicana Field. Top of the order for the Mariners, Sean Figgins Felix had got him on a foul ball third base side his first time and works him away. Pitch off the plate. A ball and no strikes. Figgins started the night at 225. And it's up the left field side, foul. 1-1. Figgins, as you recall, came up with the Angels and put together some very good years with the Angels. Signed a 4-year deal to go to Seattle, and it's been a challenge for him in a Mariner uniform. 2-1. Overall, in his 11th season in the major leagues, and still a lifetime average of 279. It seems impossible that he could have hit just 188 last year. 3 balls and a strike with the kind of seasons he put together with the Angels. The Mariners thought they were getting a guy who could really help to ignite their offense. But he's been up there in the last couple of years when the Mariners have struggled to find any way to score runs. They've had some injuries along the way as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still without Gutierrez, their center fielder. Franklin Gutierrez, an outstanding defensive player and a guy who could give them a little pop offensively as well. Roller to short, backhand pickup and throw by Sean Rodriguez, and Figgins is out, number 1.
And you know, that was a really nice play there by Sean Rodriguez, getting around that baseball and having his footwork set before he threw, because Sean Figgins can get down the line. Watch him get over there, get his feet set, so then it just becomes crow hop and throw. No wasted movement.
Dustin Ackley, and he tries to bunt and puts it down foul. That's a strike. Ackley hit over 270 last year. Coming into this series, 250, 0 for 1, down to 247 right now. A ball and a strike. Pitch didn't miss by much. 2-1. Line drive, base hit into center field. Ackley is aboard. So that's the second hit here, given up by Hellickson. Rays back home after that road trip, a great trip to Texas, winning 2 out of 3. And they've gone through, BA, the period of the schedule where it was so tough to start the year. Now they have Seattle and Oakland coming in. Important to maintain that intensity.
Well, that's the key, because as we've seen from this Rays team, they seem to at times play to their competition level. And where, you know, they get the Yankees, the Red Sox, some of these teams, the Tigers, Angels, they play very well, and a lot of, you know, intensity. Sometimes, as we saw it last year when the Rays were trying to claw back into the race, they go out west. That West Coast road trip said they got to make a move here, and then they go out. Seattle hands it to them. Oakland hands it to them. So you're right. They have got to stay alert and be ready for these teams.
1-0 to count to Ichiro. Fouled into the screen. Suzuki had a base hit his first time up. The Mariners have a run and 4 hits so far. Foul out of play. And the Rays are going to finish off. Here we are, the 30th of April. They're going to finish the month of April with the second best April in club history. They got off to the 17-6 start in 2010, and they're either going to be 14-9 or 15-8 this year. Right now, 14-8, tied with Baltimore in the East. The 1-2 outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That base hit for Suzuki off Hellickson in the first, only his second. He came in 1 out of 10 lifetime against Hellickson. And a pop up left side. Evan Longoria waiting for it. 2 gone.
I'll tell you what, great pitch there by Hellickson to Ichiro. 2 strikes. He throws the changeup, but he keeps it down so far. Nothing that Ichiro could do with it. Ichiro likes to pull out of there and slap this the other way, but look at the location of that pitch.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. That's the best you can do with it.
Here's Justin Smoke. The Rays put a little shift on for him. Pitch is a strike. It's actually more of a swing than a shift. Rodriguez swung toward the middle. Does he have to be all the way over on the first base side for it to officially be a shift?
I read that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he has to be directly behind it or on the other side.
So this is a swing, not a shift.
Not official.
A little tap right side. Zobrist is there, and that retired the side. So they get Smoke. We go to the bottom of the third, tied 1-1. Great to have you looking in.
Well, you can welcome back Carlos Pena on Friday, May the 4th. The Rays host the A's as part of Friday Fest presented by Captain Morgan. The first 10,000 women will receive a Carlos Pena custom T-shirt presented by the Tampa Bay Times. Visit RaysBaseball.com right now for your tickets. It's a cute t-shirt.
Pretty good looking shirt right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Let's see how the ladies would like that. First pitch, Pena takes a little curveball for a strike. Pena, Longoria, and Scott. Ground ball right side, smoke to his right, and Hernandez covers. So that's the first out. Evan Longoria on his way to the plate. Evan hitting .321. Five for 15 lifetime against Felix Hernandez. The pitch is a strike. Rays won 7 out of their last 8, and they've lost only 1 game at home. There's one off the end of the bat, going to be a base hit. Little liner over Ryan's head at short into left field.
Well, tonight's game and all season long, Tires Plus will donate $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run that's televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida.
So the Rays have had runners on in every inning. They've had hits in each of the front 3. They're tied with Seattle 1-1. Luke Scott stepping in. And there's a strike to Luke. Played in. It's 1-1. Felix Hernandez 3-2 against the Rays lifetime. Covered 9 prior starts with a 2.42 earned run average. He's never beaten them here at the Trop. 0-2 with a .574 here at Tropicana Field. Scott slices it out of play. It's 1-2. Rays will have Matt Moore pitch tomorrow night. Shields pitches in the Wednesday game, and Jeff Neiman day game here on Thursday. Scott at the plate. Longoria the runner. Here's Shields. He'll be going after his 5th win of the year here Wednesday night. Hot shot foul. That's behind George Hendrick. Scott with 5 home runs. Matt Joyce, who's on deck, has 5. The Rays have added pop in their lineup this year. They're 5th in the league in runs scored. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's wide. Count is full.
You see Felix Hernandez just missing with that fastball, and he's trying to close these hitters out, trying to nibble on that outside corner. Just been a hair off.
There goes the runner. A swing and a miss, and the throw is in time. Longoria begged himself up a little bit, hitting the bag at second, but he's going to be all right, it would appear. He's caught stealing on a strike him out, throw him out double play. We're at the end of 3, and we're tied 1-1. Banged himself up a little bit around the bag at second base when he was caught stealing, and he's no longer in the game. Here's a look.
Well, comes sliding in. See that back ankle, the right foot, or maybe the inside. You see him grab inside of that left knee. That's where he grabs right here.
Yeah. So Elliott Johnson takes over at third. They get Longoria out of the game to check that. If need be, an immediate attention. First pitch here to Montero is a strike. Jesus Montero. Fouled.
You see right there what happens. That another sinker. Hellickson started with the four-seamer in there, came back with the sinker, and I'm telling you, if it's spotted up well, you're going to see a lot of this. Watch this late movement, and then just pound it right off his foot.
It's like somebody taking a hammer and hitting you right on the foot with it.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's exactly what that's like.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Pitches inside. 1-2. It's like having one of your kids get into your toolbox, finding the hammer and going whack right on your
Dad,
foot.
I'm going to do a little work. You know what, buddy? Stick to the plastic hammer.
1-2. That's lifted deep toward left center. Allen and Upton, and it's going to be Brendan Allen making the catch. So one away here in the fourth inning. And we'll take a look And tonight's AT trivia question: what is the longest hitting streak in Rays franchise history? It's our trivia question for the night. Kyle Seager up here now. Swing and a miss. There's a question just in case Desmond, who has every day been in the leadoff spot, just in case he was there tonight, but he is not. That's just a general question. Bunt attempt. Hellickson, nice pickup and throw, and Seager's out of there. 2 up, 2 down.
Jeremy Hellickson, a nice job of bouncing off the mound there to get to that ball. That does not set his feet on the throw. I think he felt like he had to rush this. Throws it flat-footed. He had plenty of time to step and throw, and that's what happens. You throw that ball flat-footed, and Carlos Peña's got to bail you out with the scoop.
Miguel Olivo, who's accounted for the single run tonight for Seattle. His 3rd home run of the year. And the pitch is a strike over the outside part of the plate. There's a strike. 0-2. Rangers and the Blue Jays are at it in Toronto tonight. They're in the top of the 4th of that game, with the Rangers leading 2-0. Tapper foul. So the count remains 2 strikes. The middle, one hop grab by Zobrist, and the throw to first in time to get him. Olivo tried to beat the shift and shoot it the other way, and Zobrist made a nice play on the ball. That retires the side as he'd been shifting up the middle and had to go to his left. 1-1 tie. The 4th inning of the Trop. Desmond Jennings not in the lineup tonight for the Rays, as we take a look at the answer for the AT trivia question. What's the longest hitting streak in Rays franchise history? 19 games. That came in 09. And Jason Bartlett put that one together. Desmond right now riding an 11-game hitting streak. Joe Madden said this was a planned day off for him. He's been in one other game against Felix Hernandez, went 0 for 3 with a walk against him, and gets tonight off. Here's Matt Joyce. The pitch is low and in. Pitch is a strike. 1-1, a fastball around the knees. Alan Porter is calling the balls and strikes tonight. 34-year-old umpire out of Pennsylvania. Cut and a miss.
How about that? You know, it said Felix Hernandez curveball has got very, very tight spin, and when you throw a true 12-6er, it looks like a 4-seam fastball. Watch where Matt Joyce's swing is. That's a good foot above the ball.
Yeah, and that's the compliment to Hernandez. So there's follows it up with that pitch right there.
Yeah, and how many times do you see Matt Joyce take a fastball, especially a fastball that's right out over the plate? He was fooled badly on the curveball, and then this pitch, catching a lot of white. He doesn't take that pitch ever.
Yeah, that's like that's a 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah,
that's a great combination.
That he swung at that curveball where it left the hand, and then where it ended up was significantly below.
Well, just foul outside the bag at third. Brandon Allen, the hitter, he walked and scored in the second inning to tie the game. A 1-strike count. Allen 1 out of 5 with the Rays, and 1 for 12 combined with Oakland and the Rays.
And there was another one where that curveball is extremely sharp tonight.
Ground ball right side, and Smoke takes care of that. Two up, two down. Base is empty for B.J. Upton. B.J. chops it to Tom Foley down in the coaching box at third. Foley distributes a souvenir. 1 strike to count to B.J. 0-2. I'll tell you something right here in the fourth. All of a sudden, Hernandez is better than ever.
Well, usually when you see that curveball swing and miss at it, you don't see that gap that you've seen this inning. I mean, he is starting to get down to pitching, and that curveball is a big reason why right now.
And he comes back and strikes out B.J. A very impressive inning in the fourth for Hernandez. We're tied 1-1. Time for the Just for Men Auto Stop Foolproof Stat. Let's take a look at Ichiro Suzuki, Rookie of the Year, the MVP in 01. 10-time All-Star, couple of batting titles, a career average of .325, and with 2,456 career hits. Just as the Mariners can count on Ichiro, you can count on Just for Men Auto Stop for foolproof results.
What's it gonna be, Colonel Sanders? Extra crispy or original?
So we go to the fifth.
Red, white bucket, baby.
Here is Michael Saunders.
Let's see you swing that drumstick, Colonel. Oh!
Saunders cuts and misses. Strike one.
That's it, Colonel.
Saunders, 25 years old.
Let's try that turkey leg, baby. Big swing of that turkey leg. Oh!
Fouls it back. The Mariners are encouraged by the progress they've seen from him. He really struggled with them. He had under 150 and 160 plus at bats a year ago. He fouls this one back. And now here he is in his mid-20s, and he's really figured that it's time for him to take hold of a job and his approach to the job of hitting. And he's been a little more comfortable up there. A little more direct to the ball at times. He fouls this one back. One ball, two strikes. And a little popper. That's Rodriguez out right in front of Allen. That's Johnson out there to make the catch. Elliott Johnson, who had taken over at third, so he'll get credit for the putout. One away in the fifth. Brendan Ryan. Ryan called out on strikes his first time. Strike the count. Ryan missed the changeup. Right now, Ryan has an 0 for 19 goal. This one is wide. 1-1. Ball, two strikes. Hellickson and Hernandez hooked up in a 1-1 contest right here. Felix Hernandez and Jeremy Hellickson. Cut to miss. Ryan out in front, out on strikes for the second time. 2 up, 2 down.
We'll celebrate Cinco de Mayo at the ballpark when the Rays host the A's on Saturday, May the 5th. Enjoy $5 margaritas and specials on Dos Equis. Tickets at RaysBaseball.com.
Back around to the top of the order for Seattle. Sean Figgins. Foul ball. Strike one. Vote early and often. All-Star voting starting here at Tropicana Field, and apparently they're laying in a supply of ballots. There's Pena, toss to Hellickson. 1, 2, 3. Go the Mariners. We head into the Rays half of inning 5, tied at a run apiece.
Formerly, the St. Petersburg Times changed its name to better reflect the region it serves. To subscribe to the Tampa Bay Times, call 877 The Times or visit TampaBay.com/subscribe.
And you can find all the stuff you want to know about the Rays in there if you go to the sports section.
That's true.
Here's a bunt attempt to start the bottom of the 5th. Rodriguez bunts it foul. That's a strike. One strike to count to Sean Rodriguez. Sean drove in the run for the Rays in the 2nd inning. Jose Molina will be next, and then Ben Zobrist. Going outside, breaking ball. Strike. 1 and 2. About slider speed, it was not a big slider, but the speed of the pitch was about the same. It's one of any number of pitches that he can throw, and he has him out in front and strikes him out.
You know, the last couple of strikeouts to B.J. Upton and Sean Rodriguez have been that changeup. We've talked about the fact that there's not a big difference in velocity between the fastball and the changeup. Look at the action. He throws that ball out over the plate. It looks like it's a knee-high fastball, and it ends up in the dirt. That's why he can get away with it.
Well, he faces Jose Molina. It's 5 in a row and 4 strikeouts in that stretch. Retired by Felix Hernandez. 1-0 the count to Molina. It's a high fly ball into left center field. Saunders going back, hesitates, goes to the wall, and makes the catch. Boy, he had an uncertain moment there, but managed to recover and make the catch about a step from the wall.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous for Saunders. You're absolutely right. It's almost like he lost it in the roof here. but definitely the route. Well, here you get a good look at it. Trying to find it. And that's exactly what he did. He, like a good outfielder, when the ball was hit, he turned his back to the play and ran to the spot. When he turned back around, you see where he threw his arms out, had a hard time picking that ball back up.
Now Ben Zobrist. Fastball missed. 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0. Seattle got a run in the second on the Olivo home run, and the Rays got a run in the second on the base hit by Sean Rodriguez, scoring Brandon Allen. So he swings through the fastball. It's 2-2.
Everything away. Ball looked like it was working its way back towards Ben. Big swing, a little bit too big.
This one darts down and in. Slider in the mid-80s. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Good breakout right there. Just with the ground ball fly ball.
And ball 4. Zobrist walks for the 17th time this year. Comes with 2 outs in the 5th, and we'll get Carlos Pena up there. What a pitch under the circumstances Hernandez has pitched. And you mentioned his Cy Young Award season. His record was .500. But every base runner in almost every game he pitches is critical. Over to first. Zobrist back in. He was 14-14 last year. 13-12 in 2010. 19-5 in 2009. 1 ball, no strikes, and that earned run average in 10 was better than the earned run average he had in 2009, but he had a little more offense with that club. The last couple of years, hardly any offense to support him at all, and yet in 2010 won the American League Cy Young Award. Fly ball shot toward right center field. That's got some depth to it. 1 hop and over the wall, and that will benefit the Seattle Mariners. It's a ground rule double. Zobrist will have to go back to third.
Yeah, and how unfortunate, because that ball way out there in right center field with 2 outs. Ben Zobrist, who can move on the base paths, he's running on contact. He's going to score on this, no question about it. This ball right out over the plate allows Carlos Pena to get good extension and drive it. Right center field gap, and that right there could end up saving the day for Felix Hernandez. Ben Zobrist was on his horse and going to give the Rays the lead.
When the ball bounced over the fence, it's ruled a 2-base hit. Zobrist had to stop at third and to actually go back to third because he'd already crossed the plate. Now Elliott Johnson, and the pitch to him is a strike. So Elliott up here in a key situation. He replaced Longoria. tap foul. He's behind 0-2. Elliott does not have an official at bat against Felix Hernandez. Down 2 strikes in this one. It's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Third and Pena on second. Johnson stepping back on Hernandez. Step back by Felix Hernandez. Zobrist bluffing a start down the line. And a bunt attempt by Johnson, and he bunts it foul. He's out on strikes. So the Rays leave 2 men. We're through 5, 1-1 tie. By Miguel Oliva, 1 of 4 hits he's allowed. The Rays pulled even in the bottom of the inning when Sean Rodriguez singled home Brandon Allen. And the rest has been a display of pitching. Jeremy Hellickson for the Rays, and the former Cy Young Award winner Felix Hernandez for the Seattle Mariners. Well, the pitching matchup has been just about everything we thought it was going to be. First pitch, Dustin Ackley up there. You get these 2 pitchers, you get what we've gotten so far.
And you know what I like is the adjustments that both of them have made. Jeremy Hellickson gives up the home run to Miguel Oliva on a cutter. Gives up that home run, then takes that cutter, puts it right in his back pocket. Forget it. I'm going to go back fastball, changeup, curveball for the most part. And then on the flip side, the Rays come out very aggressive off Felix Hernandez, and they're able to work together a walk and then back-to-back hits to score a run on first pitches. He's then made the adjustment, going to more breaking stuff, a better mix of pitches, keeping the Rays off balance.
2 balls and a strike. Pitch is down. It's 3-1. Is popped up. Zobrist backpedaling. And he makes the catch. One away. Well, let's check in with Laura McKeeman. We haven't heard from Laura tonight.
Hey guys, and I just want to make sure everyone knows to log on to foxsportsflorida.com. Check out our Game Connect section. We have stats and scores for you there. You can interact. And of course, we want you to follow us on Twitter. It's at SunSportsRays. Now, Matt Garza, former Rays starting pitcher, he got his Twitter, and he wanted to give some props to David Price. He said, finally, the Texas Hex is over, giving him props for beating Texas for the first time. Guys, if Matt can get a Twitter, I think you guys can too. What do you think, B.A.? Dwayne?
Well, we really think what our question is, who's going to win your bet with Todd, and who's going to pay for dinner, you or Todd?
Oh, yeah. I think that's on everybody's mind.
That's exactly right. One ball, and one strike. Yes.
I think that I'm going to actually win that. I asked Todd, and he was a little scared. He said he wanted to play putt-putt instead of golf.
So callous.
Yeah, I'd stand firm. You know, I mean, if you want to play big golf, play big golf, not miniature golf. Pop to the left side. Rodriguez out there. Two gone. Todd, equal time. Let's check in with you.
Let's do it.
Is it going to be miniature golf or big golf?
However she wants to roll. But I actually have an update, guys.
Okay.
Clubhouse, the word is sore left knee soreness. That's when he planted after the steal. And we'll try and find out more post-game with the Joe Madden press conference. But right now it's left knee soreness, guys. Yeah,
let's hope that it's only transitory in nature and he'll be back maybe tomorrow. But, you could understand the certain level of discomfort there. But it didn't appear, just from what we saw, to be something that would be terribly debilitating.
I'm still stuck on transitory. Need my stats to English dictionary.
Justin Smoke up here. So the count now is 1-1. Well, we hope it doesn't keep him out very long.
Yes.
How's that? Okay, good. There you are. Fine. Just want to let you know. See you over there going.
Couldn't get to my thesaurus quick enough. If I could
ball, 2 strikes.
Keep it in context.
A ball, 2 strikes. That's going to even the count at 2-2. Drive going to be out of the reach of the diving Rodriguez, and through the shift. Smoke has a base hit, his second of the night. He's 2 for 3.
Number 63, Montero.
You see the shift lined up, and Smoke able to reach down and get just enough on it. Inside the diving Rodriguez and into right field.
You know, in the third, they used the swing on it. And in the 6th, they used shift on it. Well, they had a runner on.
That was it.
So you're gonna modify the shift into a swing with a runner on. Now a runner on for the right-handed bat of Montero.
And a swing.
Swing and a miss right here. So they have Zobrist shaded toward the bag, swung, if you will, over that way.
I will.
And so it is a swing.
There he is.
There you go. And it's looped the other way, a broken bat. 2 strikes. Well, of course, the big deal between the Yankees and the Mariners involved Jesus Montero. Michael Pineda going the other way, and he's out for the season with the labrum issue. And Montero, who's mostly been the DH here, there's been some, at least from the fan base, I think, some pressure to try to get the Mariners to catch Montero a little bit more. Eric Wedge has resisted that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They do say that Montero, and you know, the question was, can he catch? And the early returns, they say that he does a nice job blocking pitches. That he's very good with that. Throwing is still something that's a work in progress. And as you would imagine with any young potential catcher, working with the pitching staff is a work in progress as well. Swing and a miss. Montero way out in front of the change. He's out on strikes. We go to the bottom half of the 6th, tied 1-1.
Action with exclusive on-field seating in the Papa John's Bullpen Box. Available dates are going fast, so act now to make your group reservation behind the Rays Bullpen by calling 855-GROUP-TB, or you can go online at raysbaseball.com. And I mean it this time.
Starting the voting process early. Luke Scott. Pitch is in there, a strike. Scott, Joyce, and Allen. Hot shot. Foul into and out of the stands and down beyond the bullpen.
So when you go to that Papa John's bullpen box, you better have your head on a swivel. All of you. Looked like my friend's section. Wow.
Did the Rays just acquire Brian Wilson? I know he's on the disabled list. Wow.
Could have got him better seats.
Yeah. Down near the bullpen.
Well,
maybe that's Wilson's younger brother. If he is, let's give him a tryout.
Do you think the neck and side of the head tattoo hurts? It's painful. I mean, that's a gutsy move.
Yeah, I think so. One ball, 2 strikes. strike 3 call. Luke Scott out of there.
Number 20, Matt Joyce.
It's going to bring up Matt Joyce.
Well, Hernandez keeps moving the ball around the zone. This one, the fastball gets that late movement, that two-seam action. Luke Scott knows it. Thinks that ball's going to end up in. Sink action, actually more of a fade. Takes it right back over the inside corner.
Matt looking for his first hit. Pitch is wide. It's popped to third and it's called out on strikes on a fastball. That was back in the 4th inning when Felix Hernandez suddenly broke out that exceptional curveball. 1-1. Run 5 hits for Seattle, a run 5 hits for the Rays. Hellickson and Hernandez matching each other inning for inning. Stayed inside, a fastball, and it's 2-1. Take the count to 2-2. Felix Hernandez signed when he was 16. Got to the major leagues in 2005. He just turned 26 years old. And again with the fastball, but it stays off the plate end. 3-2. Ground ball down to first. That's scooped by Smoke. He steps on the bag. 2 outs. Base is empty, and Brandon Allen's going to be the hitter. Allen 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He takes the pitch over but low. Hernandez struck him out on 3 pitches in the 4th. He threw a great curveball for strike 2 and then got him on the change. Little tap by the mound. Ryan at shortstop up with it. That takes care of the Rays. 1-2-3. We're headed into the 7th inning. 1-1 tie.
St. Petersburg. It's still all tied up at 1. Well, Saturday, May 5th, the UFC returns to Fox and immediately hits the air live with an explosive heavyweight bout between LeVar Johnson and Pat Barry, followed by 3 epic fights, including a 5-round showdown between lightweight contenders Jim Miller and Nate Diaz. UFC Fight Night on Fox, sponsored by Bud Light, is live from East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, May 5th at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. And that's TM.
Through 6 innings, Hellickson and Hernandez each have made 85 pitches. Kyle Seager's going to open the 7th against Hellickson. And the pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Seager tried to bunt his way on in the 4th inning, and Hellickson threw him out. Pops it into shallow left. Allen comes in. 1 away here in the 7th inning. Let's check in with Todd Callis.
Time for our text poll question of the night, Dwayne, and it is based on expectations of Rays fans coming into the season. Did you think the Rays would be as good as possible in the TB1 as they have done in the month of April? Did you think they'd be better than are they better than expected? Do you think they're playing about as expected, or do you think they're not quite what you expected for the month of April? Rays 14-8 this month. Text your vote to 789-789. And guys, we'll start out the month of May with Joe Madden on headsets with you on the broadcast in the 3rd inning tomorrow. Back to you.
Well, we'll look forward to hearing from Joe tomorrow. Olivo misses an off-speed pitch there. Was way out in front of that, talking with Joe Madden during the telecast tomorrow night. It's the 2nd game of this 4-game series, and the Rays will have Matt Moore on the mound. 1-1 to count. Hector Doesi will pitch for Seattle in that game. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. The Rays have gone through the tough opening part of the schedule. Starting the day tied for 1st in the American League East. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Colonel way, baby. The Colonel's way. Miss the beard, Colonel. Missing the little beard.
2-2. And a cut and a miss. Olivo out in front. So after that home run in the 2nd inning, he's grounded out and now is struck out.
Another good changeup here by Hellickson. Right out over the plate. Miguel Olivo up and over the top of it. I'll tell you what, he has not been shy about throwing that pitch tonight. And really, after that home run that he gave up to Olivo, we haven't seen the cutter. I can recall.
Foul ball back. Well, he has 6 strikeouts and 1 in each of the last 3 innings. They've all come on that changeup. Michael Saunders, an 0-1 count. Check swing and a little tap. Picked up by Hellickson. Off balance, though. Didn't get a lot on it. And Saunders is aboard, and I just wonder, that was a little strange developing right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could understand Jose Molina not getting to that ball. It's a little bit too far out in front of the plate. Hellickson, nice bounce off the mound, but then I'm not sure what was going on with the throw. You know, we saw him make a throw earlier in the game where he threw it flat-footed and really rushed it. And here Saunders runs well, but just do or die. It's almost like he took more time going to try to set himself to bend over and throw on the run instead of running there quick first, getting there, and being able to set his feet. And it really didn't matter if that throw was even on the fly. It looks like Saunders would have beat it out. Strange.
And to move over to first, Saunders is back in. Brendan Ryan is the hitter. base hit. Another move over there. Hellickson coming off his victory on Wednesday when he beat the Angels 3-2. Worked 6 innings in that one and made 100 pitches right on the button. He's in the mid-90s right now as he throws Ryan a strike. .95 pitches and 66 strikes. So the strike and non-strike ratio is better. Runner back in. Two-out infield hit. Saunders aboard. And a foul ball headed straight back. Out of play. The count is 0-2. Rangers have a 3-1 lead on the Blue Jays. That game's in the top of the 7th inning in Toronto. Yankees lead the Orioles 2-1, bottom of the 7th in New York. At the top of the 7th inning here, tied 1-1. A swing and a miss. Ryan out on strikes. Fastball away, got him swinging. 7th inning stretch time, tied at 1. Rays baseball is brought to you by Checkers, Feast On, and by your local Southern Ford dealers. Bottom of the 7th inning. A run, 6 hits for the Mariners, a run, 5 hits for the Rays, and B.J. Upton goes for the first one, fouling it away. That's a strike. Upton doubled in the 2nd inning. 1 for 2 tonight for BJ. 0-2. Sean Rodriguez next, and then Jose Molina. Rays have some action going in their bullpen. Hellickson, 2-7, has made 97 pitches. Wade Davis and Jake McGee busy up the right field line. cut there by Upton. Fouls it. Ground ball back at third in position there. Seager comes up with it and makes the long throw. Well, late in the game with the tie, they had Seager protecting the line, and that's exactly where Upton hit it.
Yeah, because if he's not there, that was hit hard enough. It's going to rattle down in that corner for sure. Where he's at, just one step. That was a bullet. The throw almost doesn't get there. Smoke's got to go out and get it.
Here is Sean Rodriguez. Lifts it toward right center. Saunders. Ichiro ducks out of the way. So 2 quick outs here in the 7th. That'll be Jose Molina. Boston with a big lead in the bottom of the 6th, 11-1 over Oakland. Boston trying to get back to 500, which would again put everybody in the East at the very least at 500. Molina pops it short right. Ichiro in, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head into the 8th, tied 1-1. Hellickson gone after 7 innings.
Yeah, Jeremy Hellickson's very good, and I always tend to obviously side with the starting pitcher, but boy, I would like to have seen him going out for the 8th inning, just because you mentioned the 97 pitch count and the 7 innings were so efficient. Really wasn't taxed in any way, wasn't involved in a lot of high, leverage situations, so that's about as easy 97 pitch outing as you're going to have, but he's on the bench and will give way to left-hander Jake McGee here to start it off in the top of the 8th inning against Sean Figgins. And you see the season numbers for Jake.
Now the bullpen has been good, very good recently for the Rays as McGee gets the call. But I don't disagree. It is an interesting move here after 7. And Hellickson made 100 pitches in working 6 against the Angels. He worked 118 in his first outing against New York, 99 at Boston, and then 106 against the Blue Jays up in Toronto. And he was pretty much command here tonight, with the exception of that cut fastball when Olivo hit the home run. First pitch from McGee, and Figgins takes it for a strike. Wade Davis still up there in the bullpen. And a strike. 0-2. Fastball, and he poured it right by Figgins at 96. Jake McGee picks up the strikeout.
Well, just like I said, Hellickson was done. It was time to get the bullpen in here, and Jake McGee just absolutely blows away Figgins.
Yes, he does. Well, the other side of the Hellickson situation, he had successfully gone through the lineup 3 times, with the exception of one pitch to Olivo.
His 4th pitch, by the way.
Yep. And here's Ackley. Pitch is down. 1 ball, no strikes. McGee pitched a 3rd of an inning on Saturday at Texas. Also 1 inning there on Friday in that Texas series. Fouled out of play. It's 1-1. Baltimore batting in the 8th, trailing New York 2-1. Here the Rays and the Mariners are tied 1-1. And it's sliced down the left side, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. Run on 6 hits allowed by Hellickson tonight. Hellickson struck out 7. Is low. It's 2-2. Ackley is 24. There's Ichiro on deck. Ground ball. Zobrist at second with the pickup and the throw. 2 up and 2 down. That'll be Ichiro Suzuki. He has a couple of official at-bats lifetime against McGee, 0 for 2 against Jake. Strikeout and a ground out so far in the 8th. Ichiro pops it back, and that's out of play for a strike. One and one. Former Ray, John Jaso, in the Mariner uniform, down in their bullpen, which is foul out of play. 1 and 2. Renewing old acquaintances. 2 strikes. And it's away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Full count. He threw him a slider and Ichiro laid off. Justin Smoke, the switch hitting first baseman, is on deck. And a line drive going to be over the head of Rodriguez into left. A 2-out single puts Ichiro aboard. 3-2 fastball, and Ichiro made contact, lined it the other way.
Well, that's what you got to do. Jake McGee, you're full count. You keep the ball away from Ichiro, go to your strength, which obviously is the heater, but he gets enough elevation that he gets it over the head of the... Right there. Just sticks the bat out. Very good at that. Sean Rodriguez just not tall enough.
Jim Hickey out there to talk it over with Justin Smoke. The switch hitting first baseman Smoke, as we touched on earlier, is a natural right-handed hitter, but he has struggled from the right side. Reminder coming up on Rays Live, the post game presented by Checkers. Todd Callis and Orestes Destrada anchoring our coverage from center field here at the Trop. Joe Madden's press conference. We'll have interviews from the clubhouse and analysis from the booth.
Well, and here
we'll update you on Evan Longoria as well.
Right. That's right. That'll be big news. You wonder here too, with this game being 1-1, top of the 8th inning, 2 outs. Opportunity here for the Mariners to put Ichiro in motion, try to get into scoring position. So Jake McGee's got to keep his eye on Ichiro over there at first.
Smoke hits a fly ball into center. Challenged him with a fastball, and Upton's there to catch it. No runs, a hit, and a man left. Top of the order for the Rays. Zobrist to lead it off. This game is tied 1-1. Twenty-six-year-old Felix Hernandez. This has been a great pitching matchup. Everything we had anticipated. 1-1, and Hernandez still in there going into the bottom of the 8th. Let's see what the Rays can do with him, BA, here with the top of the order, Ben Zobrist. Zobrist's first pitch, chops it on the ground. Well, one pitch, one out. That's been pretty much the story in recent innings for the Rays against Felix Hernandez.
He's just done a tremendous job of pitching. I mean, really pitching, moving the ball around. You know, he's a strike thrower, and at bottom of the second inning, when Brandon Allen was able to put together that nice at-bat and take a walk, and then B.J. Upton, Sean Rodriguez jumping on that first pitch, that tied the ball game up. And after that, Felix Hernandez said, you know what, forget about that. Some first pitch breaking balls. He's a little bit of a cut, some sink, changing speeds well.
Here's Carlos. Boy, you think back now to the double that Pena hit that bounced over the fence out there in the fifth when Zobrist had walked in front of it, and Ben had to go back to third on the ground rule double. So that took a potential run off the board for the Rays. Carlos takes it high, 2-0.
And then the strange ending to that inning, because now you have runners at second and third. Elliott Johnson finds himself down 2 strikes and then attempts a bunt off of Felix Hernandez and ends up striking out. I mean, I'm thinking in that situation, I know he's got pretty good stuff, but take your chances and swing the bat. 2-out bunt. It's a stretch.
And there is ball 3 inside, 3-0. We saw the Mariner bullpen a moment ago, busy with the big right-hander Tom Williamson down there, and the lefty is Lucas Litke. Wilhelmsen has been very good out of the pen. And there is ball 4. Pena's aboard. The Rays got a base runner with 1 out of the 8th. Elliott Johnson will bat. He's in the game. He took over back in the 4th inning when Longoria hurt himself on a slide into second base. We'll get more on his condition. He appeared to tweak a knee. Don't know the extent of it yet. Hoping for the best. 1-0 the count here on Elliott Johnson.
It just was awkward all the way around. Even kind of awkward going into second base. That didn't look right.
Well, you're always nervous when somebody grabs a knee. Let's hope that it's all right. 2-0 the count. Pena drawing the walk, the 3rd given up by Hernandez tonight. He misses away to Johnson. 3-0. He got out of sorts right from the very beginning in his last start in Detroit when he said he just lost command when he walked 3 in the 1st inning. He just walked Pena on 4 pitches and has missed on the next 3 to Elliott Johnson. So that's very unusual for Hernandez to miss on 7 consecutive pitches. And he throws a strike on his 100th pitch of the night. (3-1). Johnson pops it up, foul ball left side. Seager gonna come back, and now he can't find it. Seager got to the railing over there, got to the stands, and realized that he was going to have to make an adjustment and could not come back to get to where the ball was.
Well, when these balls, especially from Elliott Johnson, a left-handed hitter, the ball's going to head that way, and as it reaches its apex, it's going to start to curve back towards the field. Seager does a nice job of finding the wall, a very bad job of finding the baseball.
Well, a couple of times we've seen Seattle defenders go to where they thought the ball might be and then try to find it. Tough to do here.
Yeah, and you look at the roof here, and it's not crystal, pure white, and neither is a baseball. they match up pretty well.
3-2 is high, ball 4. So back-to-back walks. That's going to push Pena up to second base.
Well, you know what? This is a situation the Rays need to take advantage of. You don't get these opportunities very often. Felix Hernandez typically doesn't hurt himself with the walk. He's walked 2 here with 1 out in the 8th. That'll prompt a visit by pitching coach Carl Willis. The Rays got the middle of the lineup coming up. Got to take advantage.
Yeah, you get back-to-back walks from Hernandez, and then in between a foul ball that should have been caught that wasn't. You got your cleanup hitter Luke Scott due up. It's time to take advantage of that. The series continues tomorrow as we look at tomorrow's starters presented by Chevron. Matt Moore will be on the hill for the Rays. The young lefty still looking for his first win. Hector Noesi will pitch for the Seattle Mariners. He comes in with a 1-2 record. Now Luke Scott after the conference on the mound. Hernandez ready to pitch to the Rays DH. And a little number going to be a foul ball outside of third. Strike 1. Luke 0 for 3 tonight, which gives him 5 for 27 lifetime against Hernandez. But as you can see there, good numbers with men in scoring position this year. And boy, that's a strike. That's a pitch by Hernandez.
No, that was dirty. I mean, that's a curveball that he starts off the plate away. Watch the break. Out of the hand, off, right back to the corner. You can't do it any better.
Fernando Rodney in the Rays bullpen. And a swing and a miss, and that changeup, boy, 2 great pitches there to Luke Scott.
Yeah, and the whole sequence, you know, he started him off with a good running fastball at 92 to get the ball off the end of the bat, strike 1, the perfect curveball, and then how about that changeup? That just, again, 4 miles an hour off with the late action. You see Luke Scott, it's not like he's that far out in front of it, but the action of the pitch is what takes him out.
Well, that takes us back to when he really started to find himself in the 4th inning. He made some great pitches and sequences just like that to Joyce, Allen, and Upton. And he made some great pitches to Scott here in the 8th. Here's Matt Joyce again. 2 men on, 2 men out, the ground ball to second. Ackley's up with it. And the toss to first. So we're through 8, still tied 1-1. Rays have been out hit 7-5. They're going to go to the bullpen again. It's going to be Fernando Rodney taking over following Hellickson and McGee.
Fernando Rodney on for the 12th time. Saves, opportunities. Very productive when he's been out there. ERA under 1, 9 1/3 innings. Opponent's average very good. He's done it primarily fastball changeup. Does have a little bit of a slider, but we haven't seen a whole lot of it. The fastball and changeup have been that good.
Rodney got the job done last night in Texas against the Rangers. The Rays won that series by winning last night's game 5-2. Jesus Montero leads it off, and the first pitch is a fastball for a strike. Montero is nothing of 3. Seager to follow, and then Oliva. 1-1. Oakland has just scored 5 in the 7th at Boston. It's still a Boston lead, but it's 11-6 now. And there's that changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If Montero never sees another changeup, he'd be a happy guy because he's seen a steady diet of them all night tonight, and the swings have all been very similar to that.
Two balls, 2 strikes. McGee worked 1 inning, gave up a hit, and picked up a strikeout in relief of Hellickson. Rodney's 2-2, strike 3 called, a fastball. Well, he had mesmerized him with a changeup earlier in that sequence and got him looking on a fastball at the knees in the mid-90s.
Yeah, right at the bottom of the zone, just pumps it right by him, 95 miles an hour. Look at him drive that ball downhill.
Kyle Seager. Had the shift on with Rodriguez on the first base side of second from his shortstop position. And there's the strike. Fastball. 0-2. Two strikes. No offer at the change. This game has been tied at 1 since the bottom of the 2nd. The Rays made a bid to break it with 2 outs in the 5th. They left Pena at 2nd and Zobrist at 3rd. Foul ball. Zobrist was forced to return to 3rd after Pena's 2-base hit skipped over the wall in right center field. Zobrist, who was on first at the time, could advance only to 3rd. He had crossed the plate but had to go back because of the ground rule. So we're still a 1-1 contest. Seager takes it down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rangers hitting in the 8th at Toronto, leading the Blue Jays 4-1. Now the 2-2 swing and a fly ball up the right side toward the line. That's going to fall. That's just fair. Big turn by Seager, and he's going to hang on. He hit a changeup and hit it softly and just inside the right field line for a single.
But he was so far out in front of this pitch, still able to get the bat on it and just hit it out into the dead part of the outfield. Right off the end of the bat. You see that fooled. Just flips it right down the right field line. Matt Joyce cannot get to it, and you see, I mean, just fair.
Munenori Kawasaki is going to pinch run. Now Seager's lifted and Kawasaki is running. Miguel Olivo is the hitter. Pitch is outside, a ball and no strikes. Helmson on the right, and now Brandon League is up. Brandon League, their closer. Pitch is outside, and it's 2-0. The count to Olivo. And he takes a strike, a fastball. 2-1. Always tough for Olivo to take a fastball.
Especially one right down the middle like that.
Haven't had anybody in scoring position since Olivo hit that home run in the second inning. A little misconnect by Molina there, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, unfortunate that that ball bounced right out in front of him. That ball was in the dirt, and Jose tried to backhand it. Right here, this ball gets yanked just a little bit, and he tried to backhand it. Fortunately, it caught that back knee, or Kawasaki would have been off and running.
A 3-1 count. That's a strike. Full count. Caught the strike zone. Soft single up the right side by Seager. Kawasaki running for him. One out. 3-2 the count to Olivo. Runner goes. Pitch is popped up. Back of first. Chased by Pena. Just off the mitt. Trying to make an over-the-shoulder grab. Carlos upset with himself that he couldn't haul it in. He was digging hard. That would have been a heck of a play.
Tough angle here for Carlos. He gets going. He was almost timing his steps out right there. You see it reach just off the edge. What can you do? He gave it max effort.
So we'll see another 3-2 pitch to Olivo. Pitch it on the ground through the right side for a base hit. Kawasaki on the move will go to third. Well, Olivo just took a 97-mile-per-hour fastball and made contact and got it through the right side.
Yeah, I mean, that was an approach by Olivo where he was looking to hit the ball the other way. There's nothing else can be said. Watch the swing. Clearly, just stick the bat out there, take that ball away, and just shoot the gap.
There we go, turn up, baby!
Well, this is where you need the strikeout. Fernando Rodney has that kind of stuff.
They can do it, Reynolds, double play!
Love to be be able to get a ground ball double play, but Saunders runs very well.
Michael Saunders reached on an infield hit in the 7th inning. And he's going to put down the bunt. Runner's going to try to score, and the shuffle throw. He got it. Rodney got the ball to Molina, and Molina just did get the tag on Kawasaki. As the Mariners tried to take a page out of the Rays book there, 1st and 3rd on the bunt play. And Rodney defended it for the Rays to get the out at the plate.
Well, here it is, the shuffle right to Molina. Let's see if he got the tag on him. I mean, according to Alan Porter, he did, but let's take a look at it. Kind of threw an elbow in there. Show him the ball and sell it.
So it'll go as a fielder's choice on the bunt attempt, as they tried to bunt the go-ahead run home. And Molina coming up with the ball and showing it to Alan Porter, who went up with the right arm for the 2nd out of the inning. So it's 1st and 2nd now, with Oliva at 2nd and Saunders at 1st. And John Jaso, the former Ray, will pinch hit for Brendan Ryan. Jaso will hit for Ryan. What do you think here?
I think if that glove didn't hit the right elbow, then he whiffed it. But you know what? He did make contact with the left elbow, so there was contact made. It looks good, and then he turns around immediately and says, hey, look, I still got the ball. He gets right there. Porter with a little nice little call there.
Well, Jaso, 2 for 4 lifetime against Fernando Rodney. And misses, geared for the fastball, and he got the changeup. Strike 1. Jaso 1 of 3 as a pinch hitter this year for Seattle, hitting .294 overall. And a heater there at 96. Strike 2. Top half of the 9th. Rays and the Mariners 1-1 tie. 2 men on with 2 men out, and a 2-strike count to Jaso. This pitch. Fly ball center field. Upton is there. That takes care of that. No runs. Couple hits, 2 left. Bottom of the 9th coming. Rays, Mariners tied. he was the hero in the game here on Thursday when he hit the walk-off home run connecting off Jordan Walden. Hit a 2-run homer with 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th to give the Rays a 4-3 victory. So the young man from Montgomery, Texas is going to find out if he can do it again here. Does lightning strike twice? That's going to be the questions for the Rays here in the bottom of the 9th inning with Allen coming on.
Well, it was the last time that the Rays were here, and another opportunity. I'm all for it. I'm ready to go eat.
Why not? Good idea. Good advice. I'm with you. Tom Wilhelmsen is going to be the new pitcher, making his 13th appearance. He's been in more games now than any other Seattle pitcher. And here is Allen stepping in to lead it off against him. And a breaking ball is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Kawasaki stays on to play shortstop, and Alex Liddy is now the third baseman. The pitch is a strike. Allen has scored the run for the Rays tonight. He walked into second and eventually was singled home by Sean Rodriguez. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. Wilhelmsen has been good out of the bullpen. 17 strikeouts in just over 14 innings and only 4 bases on balls. And that's a strike, a fastball. So after breaking pitches to start him, Wilhelmsen threw a 97-mile-per-hour fastball, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a line drive caught by Ackley, the second baseman. So Allen hit a 2-2 breaking ball on a line, but right at the second baseman, 1 away. We'll get B.J. Upton to the plate. Yankees beat the Orioles 2-1. Garota the winner, Hamill the losing pitcher. BJ takes a big cut, fastball, strike 1.
BJ trying to end it right there.
Breaking ball, 0-2. And a little tap out in front of the plate. He's got a chance. Quick throw to first is wide, and it's backed up by Ackley. So Upton is aboard, and Olivo, who made an off-balance throw, is having a little problem getting up.
Now, he had that hand down around the groin area. Boy, he tried to make an athletic, off balance, do or die throw. He got something pretty good. Here it is. This ball again, just out there, nowhere.
BJ made a little turn there.
They took a shot at it.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Olivo.
Look at that right groin, which is where he grabbed. You can feel it immediately.
So Upton is aboard, and Olivo being helped off the field and pausing there, so he is in great discomfort. So the Mariners lose Olivo. Jesus Montero, he's been the DH. So they'll lose their DH as Montero will have to catch. They had used Jaso as a pinch hitter. And because of the injury.
Well, beat the Florida Heat and look cool doing it. On Sunday, May 6th, the first 10,000 kids 14 and under receive a pair of Joe Madden sunglasses presented by Matchup Promotions as part of Family Fun Day, which is presented by the Tampa Bay Times.
So Upton is at first. He gets credit for a base hit. And Montero takes over behind the plate. Olivo leaves, and the pitcher will go into that spot, which is the 7th spot in their order.
Oh, you want to see some action here?
Yeah, absolutely. With Upton at first and Rodriguez, the hitter, and Montero taking over behind the plate. And Wilhelmsen trying to keep Upton as close to the bag. And one of the challenges for Montero, we mentioned early, he's done a nice job of blocking pitches. Throwing is another issue, and they've really spent a lot of time working with him to try to perfect that. But a lot of his throws tend to be up and sail toward the right field side of second base.
Trying to be too fast and not driving the ball out to second base. And you got to go.
And a pitch hit on the ground is short. Kawasaki goes to Ackley and over to Smoke. They get the 6-4-3 double play. And we're going to head into extra innings here tonight. Rays and the Mariners tied at 1. Extra innings presented by Jack Lake's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Lake's Beef Jerky, feed your wild side. From Tropicana Field, the Rays and the Mariners are tied 1-1. The Rays moving into extra innings for the first time this year. Seattle 2-0 in extra innings for the season. Wade Davis will be the new pitcher for the Rays following Hellickson, McGee, and Rodney. Mariners scored their run in the second on a solo shot by Miguel Olivo and a cut fastball out. The Rays got their run in the bottom half of the second inning when Sean Rodriguez singled home Brandon Allen. Hellickson worked 7 innings. Felix Hernandez worked 8 innings. top of the ninth. The Mariners tried to get a run home on the first and third bunt play, but Fernando Rodney shuffling the ball to Molina got the call at the plate on the sliding Kawasaki. And it'll be Wade Davis now to face the top of the batting order. Sean Figgins opening the 10th. Desmond Jennings in the game for the Rays and left as Figgins shortens on the bat. There's Desmond in left. Jennings, Upton, and Joyce in the outfield. Pitch is popped foul. That's going to be out of play. So the Rays lose Longoria in the 4th inning to injury, and we'll update that situation. It appeared to be his knee, hoping that it's nothing that will be too long. We'll see what they have to say. And Elliott Johnson took over for him in the 4th inning at third. Levo had to leave in the 9th inning for Seattle. What appeared to be a painful groin injury. So they have lost their DH as a result, with Montero going from DH to behind the plate. One and two, the count to Figgins. 2-2. Figgins is out on strikes. That's 10 strikeouts for Rays pitching.
Wade Davis continues to throw the ball well coming out of the bullpen. Little change of pace there. See the change-up grip. Keeps it right on the outside corner. Down. Picks up the strikeout.
So Figgins out on strikes as Chris Jimenez, who's now catching, fired the ball around the infield. Ackley up here, and the pitch to him is down. A ball and no strikes. Two and 0. Wade Davis pitched 1 inning against the Rangers on Friday night. Picks up a strike to Ackley. 2-1. Ground ball right side. It's Obrist up with it. 2 gone. With these changes by the Rays, with Jennings entering the game and left, will give Joe Madden a chance to hit him 9th, which means he would lead off the bottom of the 10th. Jennings, Zobrist, and Pena, and Jimenez would go into the spot vacated by Allen, the number 6 spot in the order. Ichiro Suzuki. Pitch is down, a ball and no strikes. League up again. Brandon League throwing in the bullpen. Pop foul, that's out of play. 1-1 count. Base hit back to the middle. Suzuki has his 3rd hit of the night.
Suzuki takes this ball that's away. You see him, that familiar lean just sticks out, gets the barrel to the baseball, and shoots the hole.
Suzuki aboard, and here is Justin Smoke. Smoke 2 for 4. Fly ball, short right center. Zobrist angling out, making the call, and a nice grab out from second base. Rays coming in to hit at the bottom of the 10th. Jennings to lead it off. Tires Plus. The plus is in everything we do. And by the 2012 GMC Sierra. It's our best Sierra ever. Extra innings from Tropicana Field tonight, the first game of the series. Same two teams tomorrow night. Matt Moore is going to pitch tomorrow. James Shields on Wednesday night. The day game on Thursday with Jeff Neiman on the mound. And then Oakland will be in for the weekend. Oakland hitting in the 8th inning at Boston. After scoring 5 in the 7th, Oakland trails 11-6. And Desmond Jennings will lead off the 10th. First plate appearance for Desmond, just entering the game. Wilhelmsen, the tall right-hander, delivers. And the first pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes. Jennings pops it up, back of first. Smoke and Ackley after it. And Ackley down in the bullpen, angling from second base. Handles that, 1 out. And Zobrist will now be the hitter. Very few matchups for the Rays against Wilhelmsen. Zobrist just won at bat against him last year. And a curveball is too low. Ben walked back in the 5th inning, was stranded at third base. And a strike. 1-1. Wilhelmsen can consistently be in the mid-90s with his fastball and get pretty good depth on his curveball. Upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Hernandez with a fastball. We saw the changeup just prior, and that registered at 90. We saw those changeups from Hernandez at 88, 89. Ground ball foul. Full count. The left-hander Litke is up in the bullpen again. And the pitch is outside. So he draws the walk for the second time. Threw him a breaking ball there and walked him with it. Well, that's going to get Carlos Pena to the plate. Carlos supplied the Rays with plenty of excitement opening day. A grand slam in the first and then a walk-off hit in the bottom of the ninth inning to give the Rays a 7-6 victory over the Yankees. And just coincidentally, Ben Zobrist wound up scoring what turned out to be the winning run in that one. Zobrist at first base right now.
Well, again, look for the Rays here to push the envelope a little bit. Ben Zobrist can run. Talked about Montero and his throwing. Knotted up here at one. Not a whole lot of offense. Trying to create something.
And the pitch is down to Pena. 1 ball, no strikes. Carlos has bunted his way on. He doubled in the 5th, walked in the 8th. And a good look low. 2-0.
Carlos now has worked himself into a 2-0 count. He can now be very, very choosy about when he swings that bat. Look for one pitch in one spot. And if he flips it in there, let her rip. If not, take it up to 2-0.
And he takes a strike.
Yeah, so you give him that pitch. That was a pitcher's pitch right on the outside corner. Nothing good can come at swinging at that. And you still find yourself in a situation where it's 2-1.
First and back in Zobrist. Well, while the Rays try to figure out a way to win this one in the 10th, Oakland's pushing Boston in the top of the 8th. They scored 5 in the 7th to get back into that game to make it 11-6. They've loaded the bases with 1 out in the 8th. Oakland has. And the curveball drops over for a strike. The count is 2-2. Texas beat Toronto. Two now to Pena. Over to first and back in. Elliott Johnson is next in the lineup after taking over earlier in the game for Longoria. A big 2-2 pitch. There goes the runner. The pitch is popped up foul. That's going to carry out a play. 2-2. Zobrist was off. Rays have been out hit 10-6 in a 1-run game, bottom half of inning 10. It's back in. Oakland did not score after having the bases loaded in the 8th at Boston. So it's 11-6. Boston batting, coming in to hit in the bottom of the 8th. And back in.
And they're getting pretty close over there. The last 3 throws over. Ben Zobrist has to scramble to that with that right hand to the back corner of the bag. Getting a big lead and maybe looking to go.
Two. Down and in, ball popping away, headed to second is Zobrist. He's in scoring position.
Anticipation, we talk about it all the time with base runners. You take that secondary lead, you see the ball headed towards the dirt, anticipation. Breaking ball in the dirt, Montero over. That ball actually catches him on the inside of the right ankle. Right there. Gets himself into scoring position here with 1 out.
So 3-2 the count. First base open, and the pitch is chopped foul, or is it fair? That's a fair ball. Over to third base goes Zobrist. That ball just stayed fair. Did not make contact with Pena. Zobrist goes to third, and Pena's out unassisted down at first.
Now this little tap, you see it bounce here right off the chalk and then right over the bag.
Vince at third, and Elliott Johnson will be the hitter. Well, Elliott tried to bunt a run home in the 5th inning and fouled out on a 1-2 pitch into a strikeout. Pitch popping away. That was wide, but no chance to come down the line on that one. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, here it is. Ben Zobrist does not take an aggressive secondary lead. Too close to third base to even think about that.
The 1-0. This one low, blocked by Montero, a breaking ball. Well, that's something you have to think about as well. Montero's had some problems with that breaking ball in the dirt.
Yeah. I mean, Will Helmson's going to continue to fire that in there. You got to have faith in your catcher, and you're right. He's being tested here in the 10th inning.
The 2-0. Swing and a pop foul back on a fastball. That's out of play. 2-1. And a fastball with something on it for a strike at 96. And it's 2-2.
Will Helmson really drives this ball right to the spot. 96, inner half.
Foul ball back. He came in with that fastball, got it in, and Johnson fouled it away. Felix Hernandez worked 8. Will Helmson worked the 9th inning, and Will Helmson working the 10th. Two, and that's low. Back with a curve, covered up.
Yeah,
by Montero.
I mean, covered up. That breaking ball almost squirted out the top of the glove. This is not the most textbook. All that matters is that he covered it up.
Yeah. I don't know about that approach. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Johnson took a big cut at the curveball and missed it. So the Rays leave a man at third. We're through 10. Still tied 1-1.
Authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Rays moving into the 11th inning. Hooked up against the Seattle Mariners in this 1-1 contest. Jesus Montero, who started the evening as the DH and is now catching, leads it off. And the pitch is high, a fastball upstairs from Wade Davis. Hellickson pitched 7 innings. Jake McGee an inning. Fernando Rodney an inning. And then Davis worked the 10th out here to pitch the 11th. And a high fly ball deep into right center field. Joyce is going to run out of room. That ball is gone. Jesus Montero hits a 1-0 fastball the other way into right center field and out of here to make it 2-1 Seattle.
Wow, tremendous amount of power there by Montero. That ball looked to be down middle of the plate, almost down and in. And for him to be able to shoot that ball out to right center. Look, they're trying to come in. This ball's actually out over the plate but down. And he just catches that ball clean. Some pretty good carry on that shot. Mariners take the lead.
Well, there's Kawasaki bunting third base side. Johnson barehanded pickup and throw, and he's out of there. For Kawasaki, who entered as a pinch runner for Seager in the 9th inning, out trying to bunt. Wilhelmsen is now due. He'll be lifted for the pinch hitter, and Casper Wells will bat for Wilhelmsen. 2 innings for Wilhelmsen of scoreless baseball. And League is up for the 3rd time. So the question is, how many times can a closer get up in one night? Well, he's up for the 3rd time tonight. Strike 1 here on Wells. That's a strike. A swing and a miss. So Wells is out. Fastball up. Quick work there. He's out on 3 pitches. 2 outs, and Michael Saunders will bat. Saunders had an infield hit back in the 7th.
Welcome back, Colonel.
Pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. Foul ball, 0-2. Good chin on him, and he fouls it back. It's too low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A ball, 2 strikes. Wade misses outside. 2-2.
Really, he's trying to take a shot down there, down and away. Got to count in his favor, try to get a chase. Tried to do a little bit too much, and that ball sailed way off the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes. A tap foul right at his feet. Rays have been out hit 11-6 in the bottom of the inning. Luke Scott, Matt Joyce, and then Chris Jimenez due up. The 2-2 swing and a miss. Saunders out on strikes. So a couple of strikeouts in the inning, but the big blow, home run by Jesus Montero. The Rays will have Luke Scott leading off the home half of the 11th. All season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Brandon League, the Seattle closers now in the game. It's 2-1 Seattle with Luke Scott leading off the bottom half of the frame. League 7 of 8 in save situations. The pitch is down, a ball and no strikes. Scott 0 for 4, and he lines it into left center field. That's in there. Going to go all the way to the wall. Scott will head into second with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 11th inning. And the Rays get the potential tying run aboard to open the 11th.
Well, Luke Scott came in with good numbers off league and wastes no time driving a ball out into the left center field gap. Right here, this fastball is elevated. Luke Scott's able to keep that level swing plane and drive that ball. Great start here by the Rays in the 10th, 11th.
Well, Scott's now 5 out of 8 against league. Kepinger's going to run for him. And Matt Joyce will be the hitter. Man looking for his first hit tonight. And he fouls that fastball back. A fastball at 95, strike one. J.P. Howell up in the bullpen. Up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. League last worked 3 days ago against Toronto. 1 inning. And a high shot deep to center. Saunders back. He'll have plenty of room to make the catch. The tag, and Kepinger's headed to third. He'll be there with 1 away. Boy, Joyce put a swing on that one. Sent a fly ball to center on that fastball.
Now trying to drive the ball, put a charge into it. He gets the fastball. Wow. Good swing there by Matt Joyce, but not quite enough of it. A little too much height, but deep enough. He's still able to get Kepinger over to third here with less than 2 outs, and the Rays with a golden opportunity to tie this game up.
Well, the Rays had the runner at third, Zobrist at third in the 10th. Couldn't get him home. Now they're down by a run, and they have a man at third, 1 out in the 11th. They need to get him home here. Here's Chris Jimenez. The infield pulls up for Seattle. And a cut and a miss by Jimenez, strike 1.
Yeah, Jimenez taking a big hack right there, trying to really put a charge into that ball. He, in this situation, needs to think middle of the field. Watch him pull off this, trying to yank.
0-1 count on him. Ground ball down to third, comes up and out at first. Alex Liddy made the play. Still at third, Keppinger.
No, right at him. Liddy's down. Right here. Plays a nice hop. Makes the throw. Rays down to their final shot.
Well, B.J. Upton, who's 2 for 9 lifetime against league. Final hope for the Rays tonight. Pitch too low. The ball, no strikes. Hit. This game is tied again. Keppinger scores. Upton drives in the tying run. And the Rays have come up with a 2-out base hit to tie it at 2 in the bottom of the 11th. Upton's 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, he didn't hit it hard. Does not matter. He gets out there, hits that ball out into right center field, just drops it in. Big hit there by Upton. The Rays tie it up.
And now Sean Rodriguez. Upton draws a throw. Well, you'd love to see Upton take advantage and get a chance to steal his way into scoring position.
They've had a couple of opportunities with guys on base, with Montero back behind the plate, not been able to take advantage. First pitch, go.
Pitch, a foul ball, broken bat by Rodriguez.
You know, make him throw you out.
Yep.
Make him have to make a play. Force the issue here. Maybe you get a bad throw. It's part of what the Rays do on offense. Push the envelope. This is a perfect opportunity. 2 outs. Again, a lot of speed at first base.
0-1 count. Upton draws the toss from League.
And you can tell by the 2 times that League went over there, those are not aggressive moves. He's going over there because it's being called. Obligatory.
Upton with that lead. Still not going, and the pitch is chopped to third. Backhanded pickup. Liddy, nice play. Throw on the money, and Rodriguez is out of there. So the Rays come up with a run on 2 hits. The base hit, a 2-out single by Upton. Scores Keppinger, and we're tied 2 at the end of 11. Tomorrow right here. Our coverage begins at 6:30 in high definition on Sun Sports. Matt Moore will get the start for the Rays against the Seattle Mariners, the second game of the 4-game series. We go to the 12th, tied 2-2. Alex Liddy is the hitter. J.P. Howell, the new pitcher, making his 9th appearance for the Rays. One strike to count to Alex Liddy. Hellickson, McGee, Rodney, Davis, and now Howell. Two and one. number, back to the mound. Howell's throw to first, 1 away. Alex Liddy is retired. We'll go back around to the top of the order. Sean Figgins. Figgins batting from the right side against Howell. Pitch is low. It's fouled out, a couple of ground ball outs, and 2 strikeouts for Figgins tonight. Chopper towards short. Rodriguez has it. 2 gone. Two up, 2 down. Dustin Ackley, who has a hit tonight, 1 for 5. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Two and nothing. Up again in the Rays bullpen. And now 3 balls, no strikes. Ichiro Suzuki is on deck. And a strike call. 3-1. So with 2 outs, the Mariners have a base runner. J.P. Howell has just walked Ackley, and that's the first walk given up tonight by Rays pitching.
They've done a great job of really pounding the strike zone, being aggressive with this Mariner lineup. I will say this, if there was ever an opportunity with Ichiro Suzuki's bat control for the Mariners to try to put something on here, maybe a hit and run. You know how well Ichiro can hit the ball the other way. Get the bat to the ball. Actually a pretty good base runner.
Ichiro 3 of 9 lifetime against JP. Starts him down and away. The curveball, 1 ball, no strikes. And a ground ball right side. Pena's got it. He will beat Ichiro in to retire the side. Walk and a man left. Bottom of 12 coming. 2-2 tie. Levo in the second inning took a 1-0 lead. The Rays got the run back on the RBI single in the bottom of the inning from Sean Rodriguez. On to extra innings when Jesus Montero hit one off Wade Davis in the 11th. But with 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th, a base hit by B.J. Upton scored Keppinger with the tying run. And so here we are in the bottom of the 12th. Desmond Jennings takes a fastball for a strike. Jennings, Zobrist, and Pena against Brandon League, their closer, who's out there starting his second inning of work. 1 ball, 1 strike. Luke Scott greeted League with a double in the 11th and then was lifted for the pinch runner Keppinger. Now Desmond Jennings up here for the second time in this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul. Jennings getting his first look at Brandon League. And he hits a pop fly, short center. Saunders in, 1 away. There's Ben Zobrist. Ben 2 out of 7 with a home run off Brandon League. There's 2 walks tonight. Twice has been stranded at third base. Pitches away. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Hernandez 8, Wilhelmsen 2, and now League in his second inning. Three balls and a strike. League had 37 saves last year in 65 appearances for Seattle. And there's ball 4, gets away. Zobrist hustling down to first. He'll make a turn and hang on there as Montero had to trail that ball to the base of the stands.
And those last couple of pitches by League, he missed badly. Yanking that ball down to the crowd. That's what you need if you're the Rays as base runners. Look how far that ball was off. Missed the spot by a couple of feet. And Joyce, that's what you expect out of him. Baseball savvy.
Well, Carl Willis, the pitching coach, had been on the phone to the bullpen. And Letke, the lefty's going to get up again. There's Carlos Pena. And the pitch down and in to Carlos. Pena's 2 for 5 with a home run off league lifetime. Facing him for the first time tonight. It's outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Big cut. Pena thinking about sending us all home with that one. Fastball, mid-90s.
I was taking the headset off. Oof.
Two balls and a strike to count. And that was a very big swing for strike one. Line shot into right center field. In there for a base hit. Zobrist will have to stop at second. Walk and a single, and the Rays have something brewing in the 12th.
Well, Carlos gets good extension, taking that ball off the outside corner. Able to hit it with some authority out into right center field. Not able to get it by Suzuki, and he's got a good enough arm. There was no way that Ben could get over to third. So the Rays are stuck here. Runners on first and second, one out. And Elliott Johnson.
Elliott 0 for 2 with a walk.
Yeah.
Walk and a single. 2 men on, 1 away. And the pitch is outside. Longoria went 1 for 2 before he left with the injury. Now Carl Willis trots out of the dugout and is on his way to the mound. The league in his second inning. We'll be with you tomorrow. Our coverage begins at 6:30 on Sun Sports. Matt Moore is going to make the start for the Rays in the second game of the 4-game series with Seattle. Pena first. Zobrist second. 1-0 the count to Johnson. And a little looper into left. That's a base hit. Zobrist rounding third. Here's the throw by Figgins. Rays win it. Rays win it on the base hit by Johnson. Zobrist streaking home from second base, and the Rays come up with a run here in the 12th to defeat the Seattle Mariners 3-2 in 12. Zobrist got a great jump off second. Figgins made a play of it with the throw to the plate, but Zobrist beat the throw in. And Elliott Johnson, who entered the game after Longoria was hurt, drives in the winning run. And so the Rays win their 15th game of the year. Win it in 12. Howell's going to get the win. J.P. Howell, the winning pitcher. League the loser. Howell's first decision of the year. He's 1-0, league 0-2. Took 3 hours and 41 minutes to play this game, and here's the winning hit.
Well, fastball misses his spot again. League had been yanking that fastball out to in. That ball ends up in, and Elliott Johnson gets it out into left field. The throw by Figgins, the hustle by Zobrist, and clearly gets the foot in ahead of the tag. Good call by Porter. Ball game.
So a jubilant bunch here as the Rays win their first extra inning game of the year. It's a 3-2 final right now. Let's go to the field and Todd Callis.
Thank you, Dwayne Elliott. Congratulations. You came up in a lot of big spots tonight. It seemed like there was always a guy in scoring position when you were up there.
It was the case tonight. I mean, I had 3 chances, you know, to come up with the game-winning RBI. You know, I'm happy I got all the chances, you know, and you know, just 1 for 3 is okay with me as long as we end up winning the game. It's good for me.
Talk about the walk-off. League's a tough customer.
I mean, he throws hard, and I mean, his ball's moving a ton. I mean, and he's got a great split finger, so. You know, I mean, I'm just trying to get a good pitch and not try to do too much. That's been getting me in trouble, so I just want to try and just do, you know, just try and put it where nobody's playing one time, you know.
And you see the ball go into the outfield. You're watching Zoe at this point?
Well, pretty much. I mean, I'm not sure if Foley's going to send him because I saw where Figgy was playing, and I was, but I know I didn't crush the ball, so. You know, I was happy he took a chance with it. You know, obviously Foley's, you know, one of the best in the business over there, so I'm glad we could get him in. You know, obviously, you know, my first game winner like that. Last year, Sean hooked me up with a game-ending fielder's choice, if you remember that. So I mean, it's nice to get one with a hit.
Now you're usually the guy who's helping to celebrate. How was it to be on the receiving end today? Did you get beat up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm kind of beat. I think I'm more tired from that than anything else. They were starting to pull my pants down. I don't know. Hopefully none of the cameras got a look at anything, but you know, it was a lot of fun. I'm happy to. I'll take that any day.
And really, a lot of credit goes to B.J. Upton. Had he not had that 2-out hit in the ninth, you wouldn't have a chance to win this.
Absolutely. You know, you got to give B.J. a lot of credit. He's been hot all year. You know, he's really helped us out offensively since he's come back off the shelf. And you know, he's one of our, you know, obviously one of our key hitters. You know, and he's so dynamic. You know, not only does he hit, he steals bases, plays great center field.
Final thing, this team arrived really late last night into the early morning hours to hang in there in an extra inning game and pull out a victory when you were down in the ninth. What's this mean about what the Rays are doing this year? I
mean, you know, that's pretty much standard Rays baseball, isn't it, though? I mean, you know, we're never out of it. It seems like every night it's going to be somebody's going to win. You know, it's just a matter of who. I'm just, you know, obviously it was my turn tonight. I got a few chances and came through with the last one.
Congrats.
Thank you, Todd.
L.A. Johnson, guys, back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you. Rays win it in 12. Elliot Johnson with the game winner. Had to score a run in the 11th to keep it going, and finally scored a run in the 12th to win it 3-2. So the Rays are in first place by a full game in the American League East now. With you tomorrow at 6:30 on Sun Sports, Game 2 of the series. Second game of a 4-game series with Seattle. Now for Brian Anderson and Todd Callis, Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays are winners in 12, 3-2. We'll see you on Rays Live, the postgame.